Hey, welcome to the daily life of a motion designer. In this short tutorial, I'll show you how to create typography like this. Kite Studio is my friend's website, a specialized WordPress agency with an awesome team of designers and developers dedicated to creating WordPress websites. This tutorial is based on the track matte technique. If you are unfamiliar with track mattes, I recommend checking out the Master Alpha Matte techniques in After Effects tutorial on the basics. Okay, let's get started. Create a new composition. Create a solid gray background. Write your text. Use the Bebas Neue font and bold style. Increase the font size to 350. Set the tracking to 50. Change the color to white. And enable all caps. Align the text in the center of the composition. Next, duplicate the text layer and rename it Text Stroke. Go to the Character panel, uncheck Fill and enable a stroke. Set the stroke color to black and the stroke width to 10. Position it below the original text layer. Now, let's create a shape line across the composition. Hold the Shift key to draw a straight line. Disable the fill and enable the stroke. Place the line in the middle of the composition. Increase the stroke width to around 500 pixels to cover the text. Rename it to matte. Open the shape contents. Open a stroke, then taper to increase the end length to 100%. Open the wave parameter. Set the amount to 50% and increase the wavelength to 220. This line will be your matte layer. Animating the line. Add the trim pads effect. At the 1 second mark, create a keyframe for end and set it to 0. At the 2 second mark, set the end value to 100. Select the keyframes and hit F9. At the 1 second mark, go to the taper parameter and animate the end length. At the 3 second mark, decrease the end length to 0. Select the keyframes and hit F9. Again, go to the wave parameter. At the 1 second mark, animate the wave amount. At the 3 second mark, decrease it to 0. Select the keyframes and hit F9. The matte layer is now ready. Close the contents and remember to rename it matte. Next steps. Select the original text and link the track matte to the matte layer. Duplicate the matte layer and place it above the stroke text layer. Link the stroke text to the second matte layer. Creating layer typography. Select the layers, duplicate them, and place them above the layers. Shift the layers 2 frames forward. Select the second typography layer and change its color to light orange. Repeat the duplication process. Place them above the layers. Change the color of the third typography layer to dark orange. Push the layers 2 frames forward. Again, duplicate the layers. Place them above the layers. Change the fourth typography layer's color to black. Push the layers 2 frames forward. Lastly, duplicate the layers. Place them above the layers. Change the color of the final typography layer to white. And push the layers 2 frames forward. Tweaking the time of the stroke typography animation. Push the stroke text and its matte layer forward to synchronize with the other layers. Add drop shadow effects to the stroke text and the original text. Create a new text layer with a light style. Set the size to 77 and the color to black. Position it within the composition. Creating a matte box. Create the box as a matte layer. Enable the fill and disable the stroke. Rename it to matte. Edit the position. Link the text to create an alpha matte. Select the text and animate the position. Hit F9 and push the layers forward, where the title is nearly complete. Push the layers to get the best result. Congratulations, you're done. Preview the scene to see the final result. Feel free to use this technique in your title animations and modify the parameter and colors to create new effects. If you like this tutorial, subscribe and hit the bell to get updates on new tutorials and news. Your comments and feedbacks are always appreciated. You can download this project file from the description below. Again, thanks for watching and have a great day until the next daily life of a motion designer.